Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Bookish Tarot. Today we're going to start on a pick a card reading. The pick a card reading today is going to be what is blocking you during this quarantine. So this can be like you're feeling stuck, you're not feeling like you're able to connect to people, you're not being your best self, and then you're kind of at a crossroads as how to deal with this and as to why you're feeling this. So you know how sometimes you feel blah, like Mercury retrograde, you just don't feel like yourself anymore and you feel blocked. So this is a reading that's going to get down to the nitty gritty of why, how, and how we can help you get unblocked during this quarantine, if you're quarantine, or if you're an essential worker, how to feel like yourself again. Okay, so we have 3 piles to pick from. I pre-shuffled them all. We got 3 books to pick from to inspire you. This one is kind of hard to see. So Mikes and Men. Then we got Why Not Me by Mindy Kaling. And then we got Ruth Ware, and it's The Death of Mrs. Westaway. Okay, so based off of those 3 books, if you choose your pile, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so whenever you're ready, close your eyes and pick away. Alright, so let's get started with actually group number 1. Now I haven't looked at any of these cards, so we're going to see what we've got so far. So the first cards I pulled up were the Unicorn deck, which is Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chen. So you got 3 cards. I haven't looked at them, so it is, let's see if I can show you better. It is the 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Oh, I don't do reverse cards, but these are always trying to reverse on me, so we're going to keep it this way. And the Strength card reverse. Okay. So now this is the question of as to why you're feeling stuck. Because sometimes most of us don't know why we're feeling stuck. So right now, the 5 of Swords, it's going to tell me. Now, you might feel stuck. I'm seeing relationships. So you see how there's 2 horses of unicorns. There's 2 unicorns over there, and then you're over here with your swords up, and those ones are down. And then you can see the weather is actually doom and gloom. I like that kind of weather, but most people don't. So that can be, maybe you feel isolated. I mean, all of us are pretty isolated at the moment, but maybe you feel particularly isolated in terms of relationships or being connected to people. Maybe you can't connect to people right now. You feel like you're not able to make that connection. Maybe you're away from 2 best friends or 2 friends or 2 people that you've been talking to. You feel like you've been betrayed or they've turned your back on you. And then it also shows you do have a good relationship in your life at the moment. Now I'm getting it could be an animal or child or a nephew or a niece, but someone is a little bit there for you and bringing you calmness. And then the Strength card in reverse. So I'm not very particular. Actually, you know what? I want to flip it because I don't do reversals, but we're gonna keep it. So the 5 of Swords, it all means that you are preparing for a fight or someone that might be bullying you. So again, someone might be isolating you, bullying you. You might feel a little bit unfair. You might feel even this treatment is a little abusive. And then this is you telling you to step back, relax, and assess the situation before you jump at it with anger. Your swords are up. Maybe you're feeling really defensive, and so what I'm getting is that these are your friends or someone you're really close to, and you feel like they've been wronging you and that they hurt you, but from what I'm getting is they unintentionally hurt you. They didn't do it on purpose, and you need to relax reassess the situation with your mind, your brain, and not your heart. Okay, so maybe it might be not as serious as you thought, or maybe they might apologize. So I am getting water signs. You could be Scorpion, Cancer, or Pisces. That could be either in your sun, moon sign, or your rising sign. And then I'm also getting swords are all about intellect. So let's look into your cups. So 6 of Cups is about childhood and being happy. So right now, maybe you need to reconnect with your child self, or maybe this is about childhood friends, or someone coming from your childhood will reconnect with you, or maybe the people in your relationship here are your childhood friends, and right now they don't feel like they're being much friends. And then you are reminiscing about the past, and you're looking at a time when you were more happier. And then this could also be about you feeling safe and warm and soothed, and you wanting to start adventures. But mainly I'm getting this is like an old friend from your childhood or from your late teenage years who you feel disconnected to, especially during these troublesome times that we are in right now. And I know not everyone is isolating themselves. Some people are essential workers, and I would like to thank all the essential workers, whether you are farmers, grocery store workers, nurses, healthcare frontliners, fast food workers, okay? Everybody. Thank you. And so the Strength card is usually about handling a situation with compassion and love instead of force. But again, right now, this card is actually upside down. With it being upside down, maybe you lost your strength, you lost your confident energy. You're usually confident. Maybe right now you're not feeling confident. You need to be soothed. You need to, like, you know that story about the lion who steps on a thorn and the mouse is the one to save it? Oops, I'm not even showing you the card. I feel like you're that lion. You know, you stepped on a thorn and you think the mouse is going to attack you because you're a predator who's gone weakened because of it, but instead they're trying to help you out. I'm not even showing you the card again. I think you need to reassess the situation with compassion and love instead of feeling too vulnerable, because right now you may be feeling vulnerable and your strength is lost. So that's the overall feeling I'm getting as to why you might be stuck. You feel like you don't know how to generally assess this situation as you usually would be able to. Okay, now where's your cards? There you go. Then the next 2 cards we picked out is why you're blocked, or like how to get unblocked. Okay, so this is like how you can assess it and how you can take charge of your blockness. So we got this beautiful deck, which is This Might Hurt by Isabella Rotman. These are beautiful. I love this deck. So the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is all about relationships. Again, the relationship keeps coming out. From here, it's 3 and 3. So maybe the number 3 might be significant to you. Where'd my other card go? So this is about relationship and celebration. So usually this is celebration. So what I'm assuming is this means that you need to go back to your people, your friends, and celebrate with them. Maybe you guys are all fighting. It has taken a negative turn where you guys have underappreciated each other, and this card is telling you to look back into your childhood or your memories from the past. Remember what you guys have done for each other and start rekindling. Someone needs to be the bigger person. Maybe one of you needs to apologize, or just not even apologize, but you know how some people are your friends your whole life. You don't even have to apologize. You just have to be like, hey, text them, call them, FaceTime them, and just have a moment and celebrate. You guys need something to celebrate, and that could be celebrating you guys' relationship or celebrating yourselves. Okay? But it's saying that you need your friends. To be unblocked, you're blocked because of your friends or people in your life. It could be sisters, it can be your friends, it can be your coworkers, it can be anybody, even your animals and your pets. But it's telling you that you need to go back to them. They are the reason why you're blocked, and they're going to be the reason you come unblocked, okay? And now we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Five of Pentacles has been coming after me for my own personal readings. And so this means, you see how they're out here and the church is right behind them. This means that they're suffering the cold even though the church is right behind them. You don't have to be religious to understand, or not understand, to think of the church as a savior, stuff like that. But what it's saying is the church always takes people in. There's someone in your life that is there for you, but you're not allowing them to come in because you'd rather wait out in the cold. You're being a little bit stubborn. Maybe they are too, because there's two people. So both of you are being very stubborn, and you need to accept help from outside source so you're able to feel better about yourself and your situation, and to feel unstuck and to feel more happier. But you need to ask for help, or what I'm getting is that you might need to be the person to go to them, to talk to them, and start up the conversation again. Like, if you guys haven't been speaking for a while, you need to be the one to make that choice. That's what I'm getting. But they're waiting for you. From what I feel is, from both sides of the party, both of you guys want to talk to each other, but just no one's having it. Okay? And then these are the 3 cards of The Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krantz. Beautiful deck. This is actually my first tarot cards. So, this one is advice. So, what kind of advice do you need? And these are like my truth cards. Every time I need a truthful talk, these cards are always the ones to use. So, the Mother of Swords. This can represent you or someone in your life. The Star card. And the Emperor. So, I remember now. This is actually the cards of what will happen once you release and you become unstuck. What to expect when you become unstuck, okay? The Star card reminded me of that, and they're like, hey. Okay? So, now the Emperor is a good card. You might be an Aries, you might be a fire sign. It's a dominant card. So, again, I feel like personally you got a very strong presence. Even if you're meek, even if you're shy, some people can be shy with other people, but when they're by themselves in their own opinions, it's very strong opinion. So I feel like sometimes that gets mistaken as where people think you're shy, because when you're with other people, you're not as dominant. But when you're by yourself in your own opinions, you can be a very dominant individual, even though you understand what I mean? Because I'm a very dominant individual, but when other people come in and have their own voice, it gets washed out sometimes. So let's look at the Emperor. But if you're an Aries sign, let me know. People always connect the Emperor with the Aries sign. It also means you're standing tall, too. It means maybe you guys have forgiven each other, but you still stand your ground, and you still collect your self-worth. And necessarily does not mean that after you have forgiven them, or they've forgiven you, or you guys just forgiven each other, you still have your pride, and you still have your honor. It's about protection, stability. So this can also be a father figure in your life. Maybe you felt distance from a man in your life, or a father figure in your life, a dominant presence, someone very dominant. Maybe you're facing this not with friends, but it could be with a father or a male figure in life, maybe a brother or male friends. It represents that you being protected and decisive and truly stable. So this brings clarity of mind. So after you guys figure it out yourself, you will have more clarity in your mind, and you will feel more able to reassess your life, able to reassess your feelings, and just clarity. Like you were in a fog, mine was in a fog, but after this, you're going to feel more clarity, and you can see for miles and miles. Like, this is how I'm feeling. Now I know how to understand it and handle it and take it. Okay, and then we have the star card. The star card for me is all about you shining. So if this is representing you, it's about you shining, you coming into your true colors, you feeling more of your true authentic self. You're shining brighter than other people, which means you're finally putting yourself first. Could be that. You could be setting boundaries with your relationships with other people, deciding to put yourself first rather than other people first. You know, it could be communicating better, being able to understand yourself better and understand your worth and what you expect other people to understand your worth to be like. And it's hope and peace of mind. So like I said, with this one, this was all about stability, and then you're going to have hope and peace of mind and clarity. You're going to feel a renewed sense of energy, and you're just going to be able to take action and understand situations better, and you're going to feel more hopeful and serene. It's a positive card, okay? And then the Mother of Swords. Sorry, I have a lips. So that one could begin. You can talk about a mother relationship or a very dominant female relationship in your life, or you become the Mother of Swords, where you become sharp in perspective. So you'll find that you become more sharper. So you can actually be dealing with a therapist, doctor, or teacher, or maybe you are a therapist, doctor, or teacher. It means about being extremely knowledgeable and experienced, maybe an all-seeing. So again, this is you widening up your eyes. Maybe you're going through a divorce or widowed, or someone else, or you're just having a hard time, but this is coming out of the hardness. So you might not have necessarily gone through divorce or widow, but that feeling, that crushing feeling of difference, it's saying that you're going to be a stronger version of you and a more perceptive version of yourself. So it's very strong. You went from weakened to thinking about other people to putting yourself first, celebrating life, and being the star in your life, being yourself, putting yourself first. And lastly, we have the musical oracles. So for these ones, I was like, what kind of aura you would give and what kind of strength you would give, and mainly what advice you would need right now. So you got James Brown and John Coltrane. Nice. So this one is take your solo, but give others their moments too. Again, relationships and giving people what they deserve while also taking what you deserve. If you follow your own truth, there is no false notes, and find beauty in the unexpected. That is perfectly rounding up this reading. Knock them dead. Leave them. Then leave. That's funny. And don't quit moving until it's payback time. When you're ready to give up. Get on up. It's time to get down. So again, this is telling you to find that energy. Find that passion. Dance. Put on some music. But it's also about being kind and being selfless with other people, but being selfless on yourself. You're not selfish if you put yourself first, you know. Okay? And as always, what does the book say? So I'm just going to pick a random number and then we'll read a passage, and that would be an advice too about your situation. So number 1. It says, cut it out. You'll never get it and it stinks anyways. We can't cut that, objected Barry. That's their slogan. So, in my opinion, this is talking about two different opinions. Maybe you and someone else is very dominant opinions, and it's just overall advice is saying to watch your words a little, or maybe them. But overall, that is your guys' reading. Alright, thank you. Alright, hi group number 2. You guys picked the Why Not Me by Mindy Kaling. One of my... Did I read this one? Yeah, I read this one. Sorry, there's 2 books. I'm just trying to figure out which one I did not read. But I read this one. Very good book. Very funny. So, let's start with your first 3 cards. This one is Why You're Feeling Stuck, okay? So we got the 7 of Swords. We got, ooh, the Moon, the Unknown, and 5 of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting you could be a Cancer sign, it could be your moon sign, sun sign, rising sign. You can also be a Pisces, Gemini, Scorpion. And then I'm seeing the dog, so you can also be, if you follow Chinese zodiac, you can be the year of the dog or year of the rooster. So year of the rooster, I believe, is 1993. Let's see. So let's go with, so the moon card is always ominous. Hard word for me to say. It's always ominous. It's about your intuition and your subconscious mind. So this could be you, and then this is about seeing the truth that was once hidden. I mean, I know that's why your guys are doing this pick a card, because you're trying to figure it out what's causing you. But this is saying that either A, your spirit guides don't want you to know yet. B, you have to work this out all on your own, something that's private and hidden. And maybe you're too defensive to actually try to figure out what is causing you to feel stuck. So maybe you're blocking it yourself. Even though you want to know the answer, you're still not trying to figure it out. Like you want to know, but you're just like, I can't deal with it right now. I want to know, but I don't want to know. That's the overall energy I'm getting from you. With the moon card. The moon card is all about intuition. It's all about the unknown. Not meant to know it, but you're kind of meant to know it. In different cards and different decks, it means different things. But from what I'm getting, it means you're on the defense. You want to know, but you don't want to know. I've been there. I'm still there. So number 5 of Cups. This card encourages you to move past your blocks. So see, it's talking about your block. You're really blocked. You're very stubborn. You're asking your spirit guides what is blocking you, what is making you feel this way, but then when you get your answer, you're like, no, that's not it. That's not what I wanted to hear in my cards. So you keep doing it over and over. Maybe you keep doing readings over and over, or maybe it's staring right at your face and you're just like, no. Like, if you can actually see the moon card, it's staring right at them, the truth, but you see how everyone else down below is on the defense? You're probably on the defense too, you know? Beautiful cards. And so that's what I'm getting. And it's about you thinking about the lessons you've learned, but it's more sorrowful. So you're not getting over the mistakes you made. You see how she spilt, well, this unicorn spilt right there? And they're just sad. They're closing their eyes. They're looking at it as defeat. They're upset, but they're not seeing that they have 2 still. They still have 2 cups full, but they're not. They're blocking it. They're just. You guys are very stubborn. You guys are very stubborn people. You know. You're blocking. Your eyes are closed. Your chakras are closed. You guys want to know the answer, but you guys are afraid of. You just don't want to deal with it. You know, it's like when you have laundry to do. You know you have to do laundry. You say you're gonna do it. But you know what? In the end, you know you don't want to. You're not going to do it. You know why you're stuck. You know what has to be done, but you just don't want to do it. You want someone to tell you there's an easier way to get unstuck and not the truth. Alright, and then the 7 of Swords is about warning and danger. Someone is totally lying to you. So you can be lying to yourself. This is what I'm getting. You're probably lying to yourself. Maybe someone deceived you. Maybe that's why you're blocking. You don't want to face the truth. I'm not saying someone cheated, you know, but it's that kind of feeling where you find out someone cheated on you, and you know, but you just don't want to deal with it. You don't want to be like, hey, did you cheat on me? Because you're afraid of the answers. You know, it's that saying I always follow, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I feel like you guys are on that path right now. You guys are afraid to ask the questions. Yeah, you guys are afraid to ask the questions you don't want the answers to, and this is why you're stuck. You're too afraid. Okay, so let's figure out how to get you unstuck. Okay, so we pulled out 2 cards from This Might Hurt Tarot deck by Isabella Rotman. Okay, and I haven't seen any of these cards, okay? So we're seeing them together. So we got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So these are both very high conflicting cards. You got a 7 and 8. So if those numbers resonate with you, you can be 7. So 7 is what? Cancer signs or Leo signs. 8 is Leo signs as well. Lead off to a Virgo. It means you're highly intelligent too, but the 7 of Swords, it's all about you stealing or lying. You see how he's stealing the swords and someone knows he stole? So maybe you guys done something wrong. Maybe you guys cheated. I don't know why I'm getting cheated. Maybe you guys are the ones who are actually in the wrong. I'm not saying for the majority of it someone betrayed you, but for a select few, it looks like you're the one who did the betraying, and that's why you guys are so defensive and stuck, is because you guys don't want to admit to the wrongs that you guys have done. Again, select few. And it's all about dishonesty and manipulation. Maybe someone was dishonest with you and they manipulated this situation, and this is all about, they're not going to be able to stay caught. Someone's going to catch them. Someone knows what they did was deceitful, and they're going to get their due diligence. They know what they did was wrong. And again, this can be you or someone else. So interchange them. And eventually all of these problems will catch up. You cannot cover this. And the dishonesty, is it worth it? Is the dishonesty that you have been going through worth all the troubles you're going through? You know, you're running in the snow. You keep going downhill. One of these days, this person, or you're going to fall. And you're going to have to deal with the consequences. And you're going to have to deal with what you're leaving behind. Okay, so it's saying that right now they understand you're blocking yourself and you're blocking the answer, but you can't run away from this forever, and you're gonna have to deal with it, which is what the 8 of Wands is about. It's about taking charge and dealing with it and understanding and accepting what has been done. And not to get over it like in a rude way, but you guys have to figure out how to deal with certain situations that are affecting you, and that you know it's affecting you even though you don't want the answers. Okay? And it says it's time to go. The 8 of Arrows is about flying with great momentum to your target. You have so much energy. It's moving quickly. So maybe one day you're going to wake up and just be like, you know what? I got to deal with it. I got to confront it. When you have that day, when you feel like you're ready to confront whatever it is that you want to confront, take that energy, hold it, keep it, and go fast with it. Stay your ground and stand strong, okay? You can carefully plan if you want. You can slow things down if you're afraid, but do not lose momentum. Whatever you are doing, do not lose momentum. You have the skills and you have the support from your guides to go after whatever it is blocking you, okay? These cards are telling you that they understand why you feel blocked and why you feel unprepared and unready, and they are saying that they will wait for you to be ready, but it's not going to come without you feeling lied to, or you feeling deceitful. Maybe you feel like the person that's the liar and the deceit, and it won't go away until you're ready to deal with it. One day you'll just wake up and you're ready to deal with it. Right now you're going to be stuck. Alright, then we have, is it this way? No. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. So we have the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. This is the 8 of Swords, sorry. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. I love this card, especially in this deck, comes out for me quite often. It means to start a new passion, start a new hobby. Maybe you need something to distract yourself. And it's about, so these two cards I picked up is what will happen after you decide to confront it. So once you're able to confront the issues you're going through, this is not about feeling stuck. You're the spider. Okay, it's about creating something. It's about doing something that makes you come alive again. So that's what I'm getting for the Eight of Pentacles. Well, you got 8, so you haven't been seeing 88 lately. So if you guys have been seeing 88 lately, this is a confirmation that your spirit guides are there for you. Okay? And it's about having the confidence to do something new. Approach differentness. You'll find a mastery in a craft. You'll strive for it. You'll become more better. You'll be able to enjoy a new project or a new hobby or maybe a new job, and you're gonna grow from it and you're gonna be good at it. Okay? It's actually a really positive card. I think the hurdle of addressing this issue is more harder than the actual issue itself. So maybe it's just going to take a lot of you to just address what's blocking you. And then once you do it, you're going to be able to feel better. Because right now you feel trapped by obstacles and threats, and you find yourself to be a victim with no way out and no available choices. But this is all about your perspective, and it's saying your perspective will shift and change once you're able to hang in there. It's telling you to hang in there, but you need to change your perspective. So maybe your perspective will be changed after this, okay? All right, and lastly, we got 2 cards of what your overall advice will be. Okay, so we have Frank Sinatra, beautiful. It says, everyone looks up to the guy behind the guy. Fly yourself to the moon of your choice. You only got one shot at life, so aim high. And then we got the moon, talking about the moon twice. Okay, so you can be a heavy Cancer sign, okay? But basically what this card means is putting yourself first. You only got one shot at life, aim. Don't have any regrets about the decisions you're trying to make, okay? And then Amy Winehouse says, learn to love your true at heart. Honeymoon should last a lifetime. And treat your scars as your best features. So you're going through hard times, but you should treat your scars as your best features. So while you're maybe going through a hard time, learn and appreciate all of the hardness and the trials and tribulations that you have gone through, because they are what makes you you. So you might not be liking yourself at this moment, and you might be thinking to yourself, that you're not there yet, you're not perfect, but appreciate yourself for who you are. Like, stop being so hard on yourself. And so what the book says, it says, by the end of Monday, I still heard nothing. While shooting scenes for The Office, I heard from our writing staff about the other pilots getting picked up to be filmed. For the first time in 7 years in the TV business, I was completely terrified about my career. So this can be confirmation that this might be about a job. Maybe you're trying to leave your situation. Maybe you're trying to stay. You don't know. You don't know if you're trying, what decision to make is the right one or the wrong one. Maybe that's maybe that's why you feel blocked. Maybe it's a boss that's causing you to feel this way, to feel trapped. Because right now I feel like you're trapped, and maybe you've been at your job for a long time. You're scared of switching careers, and you're wanting to, and you're not feeling like yourself. But remember what Amy Winehouse said, okay? Treat your scars like it's your best features. And what Frank Sinatra said, you only have one shot at life, so aim high. So if you're not happy at where you are, don't settle, okay? But this is telling me that your what do you call them? Spirit guides are saying that they've tried to help you, but you have to come to this decision on your own. that one day you're going to wake up and you're going to know what to do. But until then, unfortunately, you're going to be blocked because you're manifesting this block. Okay? Thank you. All right, hi, for group number 3 who picked the death of Mrs. Westaway. Okay, you guys probably like the horror movies, I'm guessing. Ooh. Okay, so why you're blocked or what's causing you to feel blocked? You guys got the Tower. Now, don't be scared. You guys got the Ten of Swords. Wow, this is a heavy card. These are my sad people. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is you could be Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini. You can also be Pisces. And I'm trying to think of the other name I always get. Capricorn. The only reason I am getting Capricorn is Capricorns tend to hate on themselves too much. And this is I hate myself kind of card. I'm not saying you guys hate yourself. But let's look into it. So the Tower, everyone knows the Tower. Everyone fears the Tower card. It's not a card to be feared, it's a card to be understood by. So it means an abrupt change. So either A, you just went through an abrupt change, or B, an abrupt change is going to come to you. And this is abrupt change that you have brought upon yourself. Okay. Not like if anything bad happens, it was your fault. It's not that. It's that the energy you put out is the energy you get put back in. So it's about something new happening, something that's going to rock your world, a new change, and then you must let go and accept this change and get rid of something. So you have to get rid of something with the old. And see, what the Tower card for me means is that you've had the choice to make this change yourself, but you're taking too long, so someone else has to make this change for you. These are your spirit guides saying, you know what? You keep asking for my help. We keep giving you advice, synchronicities. You're just not taking them. And then they're gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna butt in, and we're gonna do what you should have done a long time ago and make that change for you. Okay. And then the Ten of Swords is almost a confirmation about that. It is whatever is happening is done. It's over. It's finished. It's dead. Like, it's dead. So maybe you just went through something and you're in denial about what just happened, but it's telling you to let go. It's gone. Okay? Maybe it's a breakup. Maybe it's a new job. Maybe you guys lost your job. Whatever it is, it's gone, and nothing is holding you back now. You can have an adventure. You can be free. You know, you might be looking at the situation as very negative, but it's telling you, you're free. Whatever it is, you are free now. But this Tower moment that just probably happened in your life, it could be the quarantine. Maybe you guys heard about the extension, depending on where you guys are. And so this is really hitting heavy on you. But it's also telling you that this was necessary for you because you were too stubborn to accept any other path besides a Tower moment. And now you're free. And you can work hard now, and you can figure out your craft. You can put in the effort for your life's work. So this might be about a career, maybe an entrepreneur, maybe a singer, but whatever it is, it's going to be hard work. And right now you're thinking about all the hard work you're going to have to go through. I think that's what's causing this anxiety. It's because you were forced with this Tower movement to do something new, and then now you feel like everything you just worked towards is dead, or now the situation is dead. Maybe you just quit and you're like, oh man, I wish I shouldn't have quit. I should have gone back. But it's telling you it's okay.